Okay.
Ah, the joys of Zoom. Can you hear me?
Ah, there we got you.
Ah, you got me.
Yay!
Okay, I'm going to begin. When I was 22, I was working at an art gallery in Manhattan on 57th Street. I was the receptionist of the gallery. I sat right in space. I had an IBM Selectric. It was a dream job for me, imagine. I just talked to people and answered questions at this conceptual art gallery. I got to dress up and just sit in the gallery. I was also sewing at the time. I was a piece worker. A friend of mine made children's clothing and I would sew the baby jackets at home. Oh, I sewed so many jackets, $5 each. I felt like it was a time in New York when people were really looking out for me. Like they saw I was just this newbie, fresh to a big city. And people networked. It was a big deal then. And they knew I sewed. One day in the gallery, John Giorno and William Burroughs came in. William Burroughs and John Giorno were like bohemian elite. They were the top of the charts. If I knew who they were. If I hadn't known who they were, someone would have come out and told me that it was important that they were there. At one point, John Giorno came up to me and said, "Oh, I heard you sew. We have a project, a freelance project we want to offer you." And I said, "What is it?" And he said, "The Dalai Lama is coming into town and we're sponsoring an event for him. And we're making a throne. Would you make the throne cover?" I said, "Yes." Immediately, I'm completely in over my head. The water is much deeper than I've ever been in before. William Burroughs is asking questions through John Giorno, but he's not addressing them to me, and I notice that. John Giorno also notices that I notice. And he says, "He doesn't speak to women, he doesn't like them." That seemed odd. I went to their loft and they built this wooden platform with a straight back low, something that the Dalai Lama would sit on. Remember, we're at 1974. So the Dalai Lama is young. They were going to cover this plywood with foam and then I would cover it with the fabric. They had this big stack of beautiful fabric they handed me. William Burroughs is still not talking to me. He speaks to John and then John speaks to me. When John handed me the fabric, he said, "Watch that top one. It's spun with gold." I was so nervous. I can feel it now. And I still have a scrap of that gold fabric. I tell this story because what I remember is that William Burroughs didn't like women. I don't remember that it must have turned out, or that would have been the story, right? I made the throne cover. I cut into the gold fabric. And this story was jarred in my mind by this incident. I sent away with at a discount site, I go to it every day, for this teeth whitener. I thought it sounded good. 100% natural, activated organic charcoal whitener detoxifier. Sounds good. I got 4 containers of it. One container would have lasted me a lifetime. I thought about it when I opened it up, that suddenly my hands were really black. Like I'd been working on a car. As I lifted the lid, I was so shocked. It's this tab lid. Holy moly, it's this black powder. What is it? And as it flicks, because it's so fine, it makes incredible black marks on your sink. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so in over my head. I go to look at the directions, but I know I have to be really careful because it's open now, right? So I'm gonna look at the directions on there. Oh my God, the directions must have been on the shrink wrap. There's nothing here. It's just me. I do remember that it said brush for 2 minutes, which I'm not going to do here tonight. And it also said dip your brush lightly into the charcoal. I did. I'm thinking, is this what I'm supposed to do? Oh my God, look at it. It's also flicking all over my face. My point tonight, and I think the reason this jarred that story, is that this is what we're going to remember, right? Not how much whiter my teeth look. And you know, my teeth do look whiter. So tonight, I'm going to ask you, going over your head, cut that gold fabric. And for the first time I've told this story, I'm going to say I made the throne cover, and it turned out. Thank you so much.
Yes.